Making friends in college. If you just got to college and you have no idea what you're doing, no idea how to make friends, I'm gonna help you out. College can be so lonely and no one really tells you what to do. You have to go outside of your comfort zone. I know this is like terrifying, but you can't really avoid it in college, especially if you want to make new friends. I promise you, everyone is just as nervous as you are to like talk to new people, which means people are gonna be nicer than you think. If you're living in a dorm, introduce yourself to people in your hallway. Make friends with people in your dorm is literally the biggest life hack. When you are in class, get people's numbers and then ask to do assignments together. It is literally the easiest way to make friends. And tag teaming assignments is so freaking helpful. Literally go to all the corny little campus events and join clubs. You can always quit if you don't like them. But even if you just go to like one meeting, you can make friends from that. Another way is ask the people you sit next to in class to go get food with you after class is over. It is always a little uncomfortable in the beginning. Once you hang out with someone one time, you can see if you guys vibe or not. You know how people say, like, if you really like someone, your icks won't work on them? Well, girl, I literally thought this was always a myth. Because, girl, I get the icks so freaking easily. But then I thought about it. One of my biggest icks on this planet is skinny jeans on men. I don't know what it is. But, I think they were right. Because this man and skinny jeans. Case proven. Listen to me right now. Next time you're feeling single and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so single. Please remember that it is always better to be the single, independent girly than to be the girl who's settled and fights with her boyfriend all the time and begs to be treated right. When I think about it that way, I'm like, yeah, I would rather be single. I am so good. Thank you. Because if your standards are high, it's gonna take you a while to find someone who matches them. And like, that's okay. Also, can we just take a second for the blush? It is so freaking pretty. Let's talk about being in a situationship. As always, I'm gonna tell you guys things I wish I knew sooner. Situationships are messy, okay? It's when you're not really dating, but you're kind of together, but you're kind of not. One thing I wish I knew sooner about being in situationships is that this person does not deserve relationship privileges. If you're fully acting like you're in a relationship with this person and you guys are just talking, they will literally be like, why would I ever actually turn this into a relationship? And then you're just gonna stay in a situationship forever. Yeah, you guys can talk and get to know each other, but don't do things like nightly FaceTime calls with bae. Like, none of that. If you're going out, you do not need to update them. Keep your life separate. Keep it a little mysterious because you need to make dating you like a whole other level. I feel like so many girls I've seen get stuck in the whole, he's not my boyfriend, but he kind of acts like my boyfriend. No. If he's not your boyfriend, keep living your freaking life. No gifts, no relationship-y things until you commit to each other because he could fully be talking to other people. And that is just the harsh truth. You know what I don't get, what I just don't understand? How is it that the second that you're actually over somebody, they come back? Every single time. Every single time, without fail, they come back. There's something in the air that tells them that you're over them. I swear. I can be hung up on someone for literally months. And then the second I like enter my girl boss phase and I'm like, forget about it. They're not worth it. Their name pops up on my phone. What is the witchcraft? Talk about how to have a glow up. Listen to me, okay? If you want to be the confident, most hottest version of yourself, this series is for you. Because trust me, I used to be so insecure and literally compared myself to everybody. One thing that you need to learn is that your insecurities, everything you're insecure about, was taught to you. You were not born with insecurities, okay? Whatever it is, cellulite, acne scars, not having a flat stomach, whatever you were insecure about, society literally told you that you need to be insecure about these things. So all you need to do is redefine what is beautiful to you. For example, I didn't even know that hip dips were something that people were insecure about, but I have hip dips like most girls. And one time I heard my friend be like, oh my God, I hate my hip dips. And instead of adding a new insecurity into my life, I was literally like, no, I'm gonna think these are cute because why would I hate on the one body I have? When you switch your mindset to be like, oh my gosh, that's so cute, instead of ew, oh my gosh, my body is disgusting, you will feel so much better because you don't need to change anything. What my problem is, I become loyal to people before it's even necessary. Like, as soon as I find someone attractive, everyone else turns into an immediate ick, which is a problem because I will be like not even close to dating somebody and be 100% loyal to them. Like, girl, there's no need for that. Like, can anyone explain? He followed you on Instagram? I do it. I literally do it. This is a sign. Do you understand? He's literally in love with you. No, this means something. Okay, listen to me. You understand that to follow you on Instagram, he had to take his phone. Literally had to take his phone and type in your name into the search bar. And then what did he do? He had to press follow. I bet he like scrolled through your account a little bit too. He's obsessed. I knew it. I literally knew it. Just invite me to the wedding, okay? I'm calling it right now. The other day someone commented on my video. I was like, oh my gosh, how are you filming yourself in public? And then I realized I was filming myself in public. You guys do not understand. For the longest time, I was terrified of filming myself in public. It was so hard for me to even like pick up my phone and point it at myself. And if anyone was around or looked at me, I would immediately put my phone down and be like, oh, never mind. Like I was terrified. I had so much social anxiety. And then I realized this is literally the result of fake it till you make it. This stuff works because I've just been practicing for so long now that I can pull my phone out and film myself and I don't care who's around. I don't care who's watching. I'm just completely unfazed at this point. My friend was even filming a video for me the other day in public and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know why I'm like this. And she goes, you're just not phased anymore. And it's true. I'm literally just unfazed at this point. But it only just hit me now. That's just proof that fake it till you make it works. The all-time biggest confidence rules that I have learned is literally let them. Like, girl, trust me, you can spend all the time you want trying to prove your worth to someone or trying to teach someone how to treat you. But at the end of the day, how someone treats you is directly them telling you how they feel about you. So just sit back and watch how people treat you. And if it's not up to your standards, the biggest power move you can do is walk away. This goes for relationships and friendships. If you feel like you deserve better, you deserve better. Confident people do not stick around and wait for people to be better. They just know they deserve better and walk away. It's hard, but it's worth it because you do not want to stick around for someone who does not treat you right. Dating advice that you wish you knew sooner. I'll go first. Just because he has a good personality does not mean he's a good person. I am so guilty of this. Literally, if a guy has a good personality or like a good sense of humor, I think he's like funny or charming. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I should date him. And he ends up being like a narcissist. Bro, we just be skipping this step sometimes. But make sure he's a good person too. You really suck at being confident. You are about to enter your self-love era. These are some things that I wish I knew sooner. And you are learning to become confident. People will literally try to tell you that you're being vain or like full of yourself, or you're gonna meet people who make little comments to make you insecure. That is because they don't love themselves. Okay, that has nothing to do with you. A confident girl is not confident every single day. I literally used to think that like one day I would just reach this confidence level and I would be done 100% fully confident. No, you're still gonna have days where you're in your flop era absolutely hating on yourself. I didn't know this, but being confident is kind of like a muscle. You have to keep working on it. Everyone around you, your friends who you're dating, has to know your worth the way you know your worth. Because no matter how much you love yourself, if you hang out with the wrong people, they will make you feel like crap. If you are a girl, literally save this video and send it to your friends because these are safety tips that you need to know. I'm so serious when I say that there are so many scary things that can happen and like you need to know these. Number one, this one's especially important if you're in college right now or you go out to bars. Carry your drink with your hand on top of it. Like imagine this is a little cup. Literally have your hand over it at all times and do not ever put it down. I am so serious when I say that you never think anything's gonna happen to you until it happens. So many people I know have had people drug their drinks. I'm not kidding. If you're ever driving home and you're being followed, never go home. Go to the nearest police station, go to a fire station, go to whatever has people around, but do not go home. Before I get in my car at night, while I'm still far away from it, I will literally check underneath the car. Not only that, but I also check my backseat and my trunk. That might seem like overkill, but it's not. If you are out, avoid being alone with the guy you just met. Do not put your trust in people that you do not know. And even if you think you know the guy, stay out of situations where you do not have a way out. Please trust me and take this seriously. I love you, besties. Listen to me right now, okay? If your friends do any of the following things, they are not your real friends, okay? If when you're telling a story, they show absolutely no signs of interest, I'm sorry, I cannot stand these types of people. It's like when you're telling your friend a story and they literally could not care less. Like they don't react to anything you're saying. And you can tell they're just kind of waiting for their turn to talk. I literally hate this type of friend because you could be so excited to tell them a story and they just don't react at all to anything you're saying. Even worse is when they have to relate every story back to themselves. Like you're literally like, oh my gosh, then he kissed me. And they're just like, oh my gosh, stop. Did I ever tell you about the time that Justin kissed me for the first time? And like they never bring it full circle. They never go back to your story. They just find like any excuse to talk about themselves. That is not a real friend. I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely think growing up listening to One Direction and Taylor Swift ruined any chances of me having a regular dating life. My standards are so incredibly high now. One Direction literally taught me that guys would be like throwing rocks at my windows and showing up at my doorstep. Never once has that happened to me. It literally taught me that the guys you meet are gonna fall in love with you and every little thing about you. Then I meet a guy and he sends me a WYD text. Like, get out. Because if it's not a Wattpad Take Me Home album type romance, I literally don't want it. Someone said there is a guy
Just kidding. And he used to like me back, but I don't know if he still does. I kind of feel a spark, but it's mixed signals and I don't know what to do. We aren't that close and rarely talk. What should I do? This is a harsh truth that you need to hear. Someone's got to tell you this. Mixed signals means he's not interested enough. Mixed signals is literally someone telling you they don't know how they feel about you to act consistently. If someone knows how they feel about you and knows that they like you, they're gonna act consistently and like constantly try to talk to you and like stay in your life and stay relevant because they like you. If someone's giving you mixed signals, yeah, they might like you, but they don't know how they feel and they don't know if they want to commit to you. If you are confused, they're confused. Trust me. Imagine this, okay? This is something that will like switch your mindset. If they're acting like this now, imagine how much worse it would get when you're dating. That's terrifying.
My biggest flexes in this world is that, you know, when you get compared to a song, people are like, she looks like a Taylor Swift song, she looks like this, she looks like that. Someone told me I look like Nonsense by Sabrina Carpenter. Like, I don't even know if that was a compliment, but I'm taking it as one because that song's fire. But also, what about me gives Nonsense by Sabrina Carpenter? Like, I need to know that. I've thought about that since the day someone said that to me. Tell if he actually likes you or is just playing with you. Let's talk about it because y'all be wasting your time thinking about guys who literally aren't even worth your time. Number one thing when it comes to if a guy likes you or not is consistency. Is literally just consistency. Consistency in how he talks to you, how often he talks to you. Some guys who aren't serious at all about you give you like mixed effort. They'll play games with you. Then you're kind of just left like thinking about him and confused. Girl, trust me, okay? If he's leaving you confused, he doesn't even know how he feels. There's a guy that actually likes you, will be consistent with you because they actually like you and wouldn't want to lose you. My skin is glowing right now. Anyway, don't be confused. If he wanted to reach out, he would. And if you're confused, he's confused. Trust me. Look at the skin. This is more crush / talking phase advice that I wish I knew sooner. Since y'all asked for it. Stop thinking about this person more than you think about yourself. I know this is easier said than done, but if you're one of those people that like has a crush and like cannot stop thinking about them, what happens is you start thinking about them and you put them up on a pedestal like they're more important than you. And you start thinking like, how do I get them to like me? And that is just not the right mindset. Because girl, I know it's fun to be Delulu and like think about them all the time. At the end of the day, you need to be figuring out if this person is even worth your time. Not fantasizing about their potential, but actually pay attention to who they are. It's really easy to just get like carried away when you think someone's cute and like think about them and romanticize them in your head. So let me bring you back down to reality, okay? You don't even know them yet. What you should be focusing on is, are they up to your standards and are they worth your time? Trying dark purple blush. Yo, look at the color. This is actually one of my like favorite blushes to wear. ASMR. But it's a little terrifying when you look at it, love. It's a little bit scary. I've always been a pink blush girly, but let me just put you guys on. I kind of just dot it on. And like, look at this berry shade. I literally never used to like purple blush until I found this. Let's blend her out. This is so easy to blend. Watch. Literally look at that. I'm gonna add a little bit more just because I freaking love it. Like, oh, I'm gonna do the other side. Bruh, like, come on, that is so freaking beautiful. I am obsessed. Ladies, this is just your fat reminder that if he wanted to call you, he would call you. If he wanted to text you right now, he would be texting you right now. If he wanted to like your photo, he would have liked it. You don't have to double text him, he saw it. And if he wanted to respond, he would. If he wanted to be putting in more effort, he would be. He's quite literally showing you exactly how he feels about you. And all you have to do is pay attention. Stay safe out there.